And welcome to a little Monday fun day. Yeah, we're doing it again, folks. We're having a good time. We're keeping out of trouble. And we're getting shit done. Look, I told you this was going to be the villain arc. And what I meant by that was, I got to get back into what I was saying, which was, bitching about a few things at the beginning of the episode. And then we hit the music, you know what I'm saying? So, it's getting hot outside. It's not getting hot, it's fucking hot. And I understand some people have problems going out into the general public, but it's not going to get any easier. And I talk about this all the time. The post COVID people cannot control themselves. They don't know what the fuck to do anymore. I was just talking to a friend the other day about how fun life used to be, how inexpensive life used to be, and how we never heard people talk about all these different fucking ailments and allergies and fucking conditions. And the one thing, I really want to talk about today is that, I don't have a problem with service dogs. But look, if you need a service dog for a legitimate reason, cool. I have no problem with that. But if you're like, oh, I can't go to the grocery store because I need this pet scruffy every 5 seconds, then you should fucking order that shit to your house. Because if you don't care about others when you're out in public, or probably about yourself because you're upset about something, then, if I'm upset about something, I don't want to do anything. But if, some other people are upset about stuff, they may not want to wash their ass. And if you don't want to go through all the rigmarole of putting some soap betwixt your butt cheeks, then what makes you think you're going to want to run around and get scruffy together to get a bath and fucking, coax that son of a bitch into the water and this, that, and the other? So you're just going to be like, yeah, fuck it, I haven't washed that creature in months. And then you go into the general public and you got pet dander just floating all over the place. And then, you know what I do? I go ahead and I add in a couple sneezes in the area. Like, oh shit, what is going on? My allergies are, something's acting up. My spider sense is tingling. And I make sure I do that in the vicinity of these assholes who have these dogs that are clearly not proper service animals. Like they're not even well kept. Excuse me, well kempt. KEMPT. Look it up. Just had to make sure I corrected myself. So you're not like this motherfucker. But all jokes aside, I assess the situation. If I go somewhere and I see a service animal and it is a legitimate service animal, meaning it has fucking self-control, then I will not bat an eye. But if that motherfucker is in the cart or it's searching around for shit, and, some of these service animals, yeah, they can search around for stuff, but you can tell. Like, come on. Don't quit fucking around with me. You can tell what's legitimate and what's not. And now that it's getting hot, people are like, I got to get out of the house. Half these motherfuckers haven't paid their, electric bill, and they don't want to get it any higher, so they just keep the air off, and they're like, I got to take the dog out. The dog gotta go with me. No. Look, you can't slap a vest on that bitch and be like, hey, that's a service dog. You know? Oh, I got anxiety. Well, then you need to figure that shit out. I got anxiety. Motherfucker, we all have got anxiety. So don't be fucking telling me no bullshit. But like I said, if it's a working dog and you can tell that it's, okay, here's a good way. When another dog walks by this quote unquote service dog and it doesn't react, that's a service dog. That's all I'm saying. Now, if it walks by and the motherfucker's trying to sniff the other dog's asshole, that ain't a service dog. That's just a regular dog that you put a fucking vest on. And you need to get the fuck out of the store. That's all I'm saying. Let's start the show.
It's time to get casually uncomfortable with your host, Chuck Jerome. Viewer discretion is advised.
And look, what up? Sorry I had to start it out like a wild man, but that kind of shit pisses me off. I've been seeing it more and more. I was in the grocery store the other day, and I look over, and this little fucking, I don't know, scruffy-looking dog was sniffing all the fucking vegetables in the vegetable aisle. And that's when I said, you know what, Chuck? Just go the other way. You ain't getting fresh vegetables today, bucko. You might as well go to the canned goods aisle and say, fuck it. You have a better chance dealing with the bugs. And if you're like, what are you talking about, Chuck? Look, there's a certain amount of buggage that the FDA will allow in all foods. So your canned foods might have a motherfucking bug or two or a half. You don't know. That's why you got to strain that shit out, baby.
Folks, make sure you're getting your shit together because we are in part 2 of 2026. Think about that. Believe that. This shit is moving so fast that people aren't even ready. Tell me you're ready. Tell me right now you're ready for the rest of the year. You're ready for shit to go down. You know how I know you're not ready? Because you're not even ready for the fucking heat that's happening right now. Damn! This heat has got me juicy, moist. It's got me all them nasty words. Oh, man, I tell you what. I'm ready for it to be over. And then when it gets cold, I'm going to be like, I'm ready for this to be over. It's just a fucking vicious cycle. Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining me. I'm just here having fun. But yeah, it's just wild. We are already here. Just make sure that you get to do one fun summer activity that you want to do. And if that means you got to go do it by yourself. Ooh. Did you hear that? By yourself. If you got to go do it by yourself, then you go and do it by yourself. Fuck it. Everybody's got something going on, and not everybody can conform to whatever schedule you're trying to create. So understand that. Just go have fun this summer. That's all I'm saying. And look, if you're committing to helping someone, make sure you see it 100% of the way through. I'm not saying this because something happened. I'm just saying, if you commit to helping someone and doing something for someone, fucking do it. If not, just flat out say no. And a lot of times we catch ourselves in that predicament. Oh, we want to help somebody, but we don't want to actually fucking do it. So we say yes. And what we really meant to say was no. So if you got to say no every once in a while, say no. What are they going to do? Beat your ass because you didn't want to do something? No. They're not. They're just going to find another sucker to do whatever. Probably move something. Hey, help me move. That's what it always is. Well, whatever. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Listen, years ago, many, many years ago, when I had a little Chevy S10, there was one day my friend was like, hey, could you help me move? Now, if you don't know, a Chevy S10 is on the small side. It's fucking small. And it's not an adequate truck to be moving a whole damn house. And I remember I was helping move stuff all damn day. And I was like, I'll never do that again. I'll pitch in a couple bucks to get a fucking U-Haul, but I ain't doing that again. But again, that was 10, 15, probably like 18 years ago. And fuck, just to even say something like, oh, that was about 18 years ago, it just makes me sound old. I'm like, damn, son, 18 years ago. Damn. Crazy, right? Crazy. This heat is out of control. Makes me just want to not do anything. Tired of sweating. And I'm not really losing any weight. I'm just sweating because I'm already fat. Pisses me off. You know that viral Kool-Aid watermelon bullshit that they were doing? You know what you should do? You know what should go viral? Watermelon Gatorade. And not like a flavored Gatorade that's watermelon. Put the fucking watermelon in the Gatorade. That sounds pretty good. Now, me personally, I like the orange Gatorade. And I actually tried this over the weekend. Some Gatorade, some watermelon. It was 1,000% refreshing. Like, it was an amazing time. So that might be my new beat the heat trick. But now that we're in full swing of summer, the price of watermelon has gone up at least $3. Because you got to, listen, if you're going to get crazy with watermelon, catch it at the beginning. You know, at the beginning of June, not even July, the beginning of June. Stock up on that, motherfucker. That's what I should have done. They were selling watermelons for like $3.99. Now they're like $8.99. You're like, damn. What are y'all doing? But I've come to learn that I like seedless watermelon now, which is, I think, like an abomination. And it's some genetically modified bullshit that's I'm gonna find out it's just wrecking my insides. But hey, I'm not all about spitting seeds out all damn day. So if I wanted that, I would get sunflower seeds. You know what I'm saying? There is a book that I've been reading called listening to, called My Vampire System. And it's about a kid who gets turns into a vampire, but gets a system that's in his head that sends him on these quests to level up. And it's like a RPG vampire story. And it's really good. And I've talked about this before and how it's on an app called Pocket FM, but they fuck you over because what you have to do is every episode, like they give you like the first 200 episodes, right? Now you're hooked. You're in that shit. You're like, I don't want to go nowhere. And then after that, you got to pay per episode, which is 9 coins, but you have to buy packs of coins, and it still doesn't add up properly. So you might just be off 1 coin for every couple packs, which means you got to buy another pack to get the right amount. It's just bullshit. So I found another app that has the whole story. I'm not going to talk about it right now. I don't want them to shut it down just yet. There's like 1,000 episodes in this story, and I just made it to 500. I made it back to where I was before because it's been so long that I kind of forgot all the ins and out of the story. But I'm telling you, it is amazing. And maybe when I'm done, I might talk about it a little bit more. But for now, I'm not going to jinx it, and I'm just going to keep going. The 4th of July was amazing. It was relaxing. Didn't do anything crazy. Never do anything crazy anymore. I want my fingers, my toes, and my dick. So I'm not throwing anything in the air or checking to see if this is lit or anything like that. Nope. Nobody. I'm just going to sit back and feed my face. That is the plan, my friend. That is the plan. But I hope you had fun. Hope you did some stuff that you wanted to do. Hope you got red, white, and hammered, red, white, and wasted, whatever you want to say. Hopefully you did it, and you had fun doing it. You didn't hurt yourself or anybody else. That's all you can ask for, right? That's it. That's all. That's all. Yeah. Like I said earlier, we are in the second part of 2026. And all that means is everybody needs to fucking grind until the holidays. Now, it doesn't matter. Now you got the big 3 coming up. Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas. That's it. People don't care about any other holidays. They really don't. They say they do, but they fucking don't. They're liars. People ball out and go nuts for Thanksgiving, Halloween, and Christmas. So don't you fucking lie to me. But until then, you need to be on your shit. You need to be working, making it happen every day. You don't need to be sick. You don't need to be hurt. You don't need to be, I don't want to. Fucking get up, fucking do it, shut your mouth, and make it to those 3 days and enjoy those 3 days. And know that you made it there by not bitching and complaining about dumb shit. Grind out, baby. That's all I'm saying. Grind out. Have fun with it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Actually, that's not all I'm saying. What else I'm going to say is thank you for your support. Every listener, every person that asks about the podcast, thank you. There is support in there somewhere. You know, every fucking angle is support. And I 1,000% appreciate it. I really do. You know, if you listen weekly, you know what's going on. I appreciate it. If you don't listen weekly, I appreciate it. You know, every now and again, I appreciate it. If you're asking, hey, how's the podcast doing? Or, hey, you still doing that pod? Like, listen, you should have checked it out. Check it out. Chuck's still here, baby. Chuck's still having a good time. Chuck's still having fun. That's what Chuck likes to do. Have some fun. Because the world is just so fucked. I'm tired of it. You hear me? Chuck's tired of it. Just having a good time, okay? That's it. It's all about having a good time right now. So fucking have a good time. Have a good time. Ooh, why did I sound like RFK Jr.?
like a shitty predator. Yeah. But for real, all jokes aside, thank you again. Thank you for your time, your love, your support. I appreciate it. Every second I appreciate it. I really do. I know I've said something about this years ago because I saw something online about it, but honestly, where the hell are the lightning bugs? I haven't seen a damn lightning bug in a long time. When they were saying there was a hole in the ozone, get me on the red phone. Yeah, they weren't fucking around. Something's going down. Where are the lightning bugs? Like, I remember, like, those were the only bugs that could be outside that could land on me, and I was perfectly fine with it. As long as they didn't get near my ears or my nose or my mouth, cool. Hey, lightning bug, hey, buddy. Hey, you're my buddy, lightning bug. How you doing? But other than any other bug, get the fuck away from me. Flies, mosquitoes, bees, hornets, butterflies are cool. Crickets, any of it. Get back. But dude, a lightning bug? Oh man, come on over here, buddy. Where you been? But now that's really what it is. Hey, where have you been? Where lightning bug? Where's my lightning bug? That's crazy, right? This shit is. The bugs are disappearing. I don't know. Probably has to do with some shit in the air or fucking. I don't know. Shit's out of control, man. It really is. I don't even know anymore. What's going on? Somebody help me. Sometimes you just got to get the voices out. You know, the voices. You got to get the voices out. The voices. After holiday delusion, where you've eaten and had too much to drink and you're just like, whoa, 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 whoa. And that's it. That's how you do it. Just whoa. Yeah, folks. Life is fun. Life is life, and you got to live it. Seriously, go live life. That's all I can say about that. Go live your damn life. Fuck everybody else. They don't like how you're living your life? Always remember what Chuck says. If I'm not hurting myself or anybody else, fuck them. And you can tell them to come to me. Because if they come to me and say some wild shit, guess what? I'm going to say some shit that's 10 times wilder. I'm going to have them thinking 3 weeks later after our interaction. They're going to be like, damn, Chuck is a fucking nutcase. You know, I'll say some wild shit. Wild shit. Hope your cat gets feline AIDS. Fuck you. Just wild shit. Because I'm all about, look, I'm going to leave you alone. You leave me alone. You want to get combative? I will get combative with my words. I'm not going to try and put my hands on somebody unless they put their hands on me. But I will make you want to damn near fight me. And guess what? I'll fucking headbutt you. I got a big head. Like, you're done, son. You're done, son. You're done. You're done. Bing, bang, boom. That's it. On the ground, my friend. From a headbutt. And it's not going to be a normal headbutt because I'm short. So I'm going to fucking rear my head up like a rhinoceros. Oh, you're done, son. Sleepy time. Good night. Betty, bye. Betty, bye. Somebody come tuck this sumbitch in.
All right, folks, look, I'm going to get out of here. This is going to be a little shorter episode. It is what it is. Can't be just craziness, complete chaos and all that every week. So sometimes you got to tone it down, take it back a step, you know what I'm saying. So, but yeah, thank you again for joining me. Thank you for having fun. Thank you for just being here. Just keep being you, keep being your amazing self, and don't be fucking with people. That's all I can say about that. Leave people alone. Mind your business, bitch. Hit the music. Don't forget Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Casually Uncomfortable, Twitter at Casually Unchuck. Let your friends know. All right. I'll see you Wednesday. We'll talk about Oh shit. I can't even talk. Talk about the move. We're gonna talk about the news. We're gonna have fun. And then we'll get to the weekend. And boom. We'll do it all over again, my friend. We will do it all over again. So I'll talk to you later. Be safe, have fun, and don't be a piece of shit. Peace.